Hello again, my name is Ash and today we're going to talk about a really special type of game, the one that is hated by the same number of people that love it. Personally, I like its every aspect and characteristic, but I also understand why many people might be drawn away from it, because it represents a completely new approach in game design and in gameplay in general, and even taking into consideration the fact that on the surface level it appears rather boring, repetitive and sometimes even tedious, there is something else to it in which I find the most value. So, this is Death Stranding, an action-adventure game created by Kojima Studios. I won't focus on the creative genius of Hideo Kojima because I can hardly call myself a fanboy of all his previous works. I mean, I like MGS series, but it's not that I cannot see their weaknesses despite their uniquenesses and their strength in general. This time, it is a step forward in terms of this uniqueness and creativity, which lies in a completely new vision for gameplay that we couldn't see up until nowadays. In certain interview, Kojima called it a Strand-type game, and thousands of players across the world said, "What the fuck is Strand game?" In short, it means creating connections with NPCs and other players online via constant collaboration and cooperation to reach a common goal of the game. The goal is simple: restoring the post-apocalyptic America to its functioning state and connect all of its survivors. This is being realized using the simple method of delivery of certain items and resources and goods and whatever from distribution centers to separate bunkers for NPCs and sometimes for online players as well. The story is full-scale Kojima style. If you've ever played any of his games, especially Metal Gear Solid series and especially the Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, you might notice similar structural principles. We've got a story of Sam Porter Bridges, who is supposed to be the courier for making the aforementioned deliveries, and a plethora of different NPCs that either help him or hurt him in one way or another. I won't spoil anything, but I'd really advise you to at least watch all the cinematics on YouTube, because you'll hardly be disappointed by the story, dialogues and work of actors like Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen, Troy Baker, Margaret Qualley, Lea Seydoux and many others. I won't spoil anything once again, and I won't say anything in particular, but it's a really mysterious, emotional and sometimes heart-touching story about the most important human qualities, like a feeling of connectedness and importance of family and friends for survival. As for the gameplay loop, it is a strange one indeed. Basically 90% of the time you are traveling the map of America from one point to another in order to deliver certain items and connect these points into one unified network. Many people become bored of this delivery loop that continues for almost 30 hours, while action, shooting, battles take up to 5 hours from gameplay, and it's a minimum. The combat is also not the most satisfying, it's true, because the enemies are always stronger than Sam and destroy our cargo immediately and the most destructive manner, and when destroyed cargo happens, it means mission failed. Also, weapons do not feel even close to satisfactory shooting of MGS5 and Horizon Zero Dawn, because the engine of the game is the same. But I got used to it, and it felt like okay in the end. For me, delivery gameplay was not boring at all, because I personally felt like I was restoring the broken world and connecting different people together, overcoming harsh and troublesome territories that are overcrowded with natural phenomena, and enemies were adequately reflected in the controller rumble that created tension in my hands to an extent that I felt the same exhaustion emotionally like Sam felt like physically. I know that such depictions might not be satisfactory enough for you to spend money and buy the game, but I really want you to at least once try it for yourself. You will either hate it for a number of reasons or love it without really knowing any valid reason why, like I did. I also liked building roads and various structures that allowed me to create a full-blown logistics systems to deliver goods faster and cooperate with other online players. It was a great feeling of being alone in a hostile world while being assisted by invisible allies, other players online. It felt like we were working together on the restoration of this territory that made a valuable and unique experience in itself. It also felt really great to unlock new tools, vehicles and structures allowing to travel easier and deliver goods faster. Graphically, it's awesome. Even people that don't like gameplay at all, they note and accept that graphics here is like top-notch. The graphical engine of Horizon Zero Dawn works best, runs smoothly and delivers top-notch quality of image that also contributes to the immersion into the natural world with like sloppy and harsh terrains, obstacles, occasionally waterfalls and rivers, etc. It looks great and functions perfectly even on my standard PS4, allowing to travel everywhere in all dimensions like flawlessly. I didn't face any graphical issues and bugs that were critical, so I definitely, and I mean definitely, want to check it on a PC and like complete it once again when it comes out, because I expect it to be looking even better on PC. Of course, I experienced several glitches in physics when my vehicle started doing some messed up BS, especially when I tried to ride a fully loaded truck over the snowy mountain. Turns out you can do it like in the real time, right? Or when Sam fell down without any clear reason why. Or maybe because I was trying to jump from a steep incline. I don't know. Maybe. But anyway, these glitches were still minor issue and never disrupted gaming experience like critically once again. In total, it is really hard to explain the game with words, you should really experience it by yourself. So if you have any ability to do so, you should buy, rent or watch at least cinematics, because even from the perspective of a movie itself and separately, it has a great story and acting and dialogues and many other reasons to at least see it. And from gameplay side, it gives you the feeling of communion with others, relaxation from the views of nature and intense suspense moments of combat despite its like real sluggishness, and sometimes it just was... I love it, but I really understand why many people dislike it so much. Anyway, you should definitely try it for yourself, so my mark of 4 out of 5 should make no difference for you and your experience. Just experience it for yourself and share your impressions with me. And now that's it for today, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. Leave a comment about whether you played this game or not, whether you liked it or not, and about what should I review next in my future video. Also, share your thoughts on Twitter, you'll find the link in the description below. And now that's it, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.